In honor of College Football 25 coming out a month from now, I'm throwing it way back to where it all began for me. That's right, NCAA Football 06. And in doing that, I will be taking over Florida A&M as new head coach Big Balls Bagley, and will be moving the Rattlers up to the ranks of the SEC. Big Balls will be playing an aggressive style once we get the horses in the stable to do that. Onside kicks, going for two, taking chances on fourth down. But for now, I will just be trying to keep my job because my team absolutely sucks. To no surprise, we're the worst team in college football, coming in with a D- rating. Nobody's close to sucking as much as us. Hell, the team above us is a B- at 118. Yikes. Also, I'm voicing this over because I'm a dumbass and forgot to turn down the great NCAA 06 soundtrack in the background and don't want to make YouTube mad. As you can see here, the majority of my team would not start for the local Tallahassee Pop Warner teams. There's a couple studs on offense, but go figure, most of them are seniors and will be with me for just 1 year. The defense is an abomination and a complete disgrace to the sport of football. The best player is a 72 overall, and the next best behind them is a 52. So needless to say, I will probably be simulating this season to keep my heart rate down. Also need about every position imaginable. 1, because my team flat out sucks, and 2, because a lot of guys graduate. I need 8 linebackers. Holy shit. We just need to have open tryouts immediately. Surely someone on this campus has a pulse. So this is a battle of epic proportions, probably a whole 50 people in the stands to watch. Kinda offended there's no broadcast team for this one. First drive, of course, UCF carving me up. DB has a chance to make a play, but he couldn't catch the flu. On offense, though, I'm cooking a little bit. How about some seasoning on top of that deep ball, baby? To the house. Wide receiver 85. Let's go, brother. Great ball from the quarterback, too. Maybe we have something brewing here. And, of course, my coach's name is Big Balls, so I got an onside kicker, right? Much to my disappointment, because my pussy-ass kicker can't even bounce it off the ground, right? A couple minutes later, we were just slow as hell. Bad angles and couldn't stop a virgin from scoring. Long touchdown run for the Knights, and they start busting it wide open like Lil Key. Fast forward to many scores later for UCF, and I am rage quitting after another stalled drive. This is going to be bad, very bad. We might not even be able to beat ourselves in a scrimmage. So I go to sim, and some way, somehow, we beat UCF in the simulation. Unfortunately, it became a circus from there with a whole lot of ass kickings. We did land a 4-star linebacker, Greg Bates, and a 3-star defensive end, Mark Hicks. So we fast forward to our first offseason, and I do something I will likely regret. Who needs discipline points? What's the worst that could happen, right? Well, stay tuned for that. We also had 3 transfer requests. I would take anyone that could breathe and pass a physical and has ever played a snap of football in their life at this point, so of course I'm accepting them all. Then we go to the players leaving, and as I mentioned, we lose a lot of guys that were solid for us. By the looks of it, next year could be even worse if we don't land some talent in the recruiting, which I'm sure absolutely nobody will want to play for us, and I don't really blame them right now. This is one of our bigger commit weeks in the recruiting cycle, week 3. Top 50 receiver that's a 3-star, some help at linebacker, a kicker who can hopefully kick the fucking ball hard off the ground and in the air on an onside kick, and Thomas, an athlete who will actually end up being our quarterback of the future. We finished with the 94th overall recruiting class. Not good, but somehow still not last in the SEC. Wow. Shout out Kentucky for somehow sucking more than us. Fast forward now to season 2. Big time rivalry game to start the season against Bethune-Cookman. I scheduled a couple 1AA schools to try and make myself look good, and boy did we. Robbie Thomas, QB1 of the future with the sexy juke, and he gets in for 6. All Rattlers at this point as we are kicking ass and taking names. Then we get a little user pick action for Pitts, the linebacker. I include this play just because I hardly ever get user picks on this game, so it's definitely a flex for me. After that, we've got another Thomas study. He's definitely elusive, but also finished a perfect 6 for 6 passing this game too. I'm liking him, and these fans are not liking this result. We ended up landing our first 5-star later in the season. Offensive lineman Lamar Hill says, "Get me the hell out of Nebraska. I'm coming to FAMU." We also signed a 4-star pocket passer quarterback in Jamar Miller and add Lewis, a 3-star guard on the offensive line to cap off our in-season recruiting. Not bad. Also, we got an insane transfer request. That's Drew Weatherford from Florida State wanting to be a Rattler. Pretty huge pickup. We should be set at quarterback. Overall, look at the signings. We definitely beefed up on the offensive line. Next year, going to focus on building up that D-line for sure and adding some more weapons. With all our additions, we actually land a top 50 class. How about that? Not bad for a dog shit 3-9 team that's in the second year in the SEC. Here's a look at the team going into year 3, and I'm actually super excited, guys. I think we're going to be able to make some noise and maybe win some games, hopefully. Otherwise, I will be checking out Indeed.com for a new coaching job. And hey, you should be checking out my Kick channel as we will be going live with streams throughout this dynasty. It's spiced up gaming on Kick for the live streams. Make sure you like and follow and subscribe and check us out over there on Kick.